people are offering the tip to about breakups, post breakups, pre breakups. All these tips are simply nonsense. I am telling you the fundamental truth about the spiritual essence which can be brought about by living at the level of consciousness. Without this, no youth relationships can be successful, and all love affairs will be ultimate failures.
The youth is also a time when the young people are discovering themselves, their bodies, hormones are at play. So, love, romance, sexuality, all these aspects are blossoming in them. Probably people are discovering, their likes and dislikes during that time. And that can also sap away. But of course, love and relationships are equally important. So, how do you see this, particularly for the young people? What is the advice when it comes to these growing up years, how to handle matters of the heart?
Wow, wonderful. You see, all our problems arise simply because our fundamental tool is not in right order. As you just talked about the emotional issues which are affecting the life of the youth in a very bad way, very adversely. You see, youth are at such a stage that emotions are bound to emerge. This is physiological need for sex, need for romance, and need for being with the opposite sex. But then the problems start arising. These relationships largely are based on hookups and breakups. Boys and girls are getting hooked up, and then they are ultimately facing breakups. It is just because their fundamental tool is not in order. Physiologically, mentally, emotionally, they are not well set. First thing is, they should take care of right exercise, right meditation, and other things required for keeping the body, mind, and heart healthy. Secondly, a deep understanding about the emotional dimension of life is also very important. The youth is being blown away in the name of love, and love is being praised all over the world through all the mediums of TV, serials, films. Whatever be the opportunity, praise of love is there. In the name of love, it has been thrown down the mind, heart, and soul of all the youth that love is divine. In the name of love, whatever they do is not a crime. So they have started making love everywhere. So they are in love without any bar on any kind. What they call love is not a love. They should understand that as long as they are relating in the name of love, they feel all the joys of love. No doubt, love is a powerful energy, connects, and that relates to the other. But the moment this energy is changed into relationship, then everything gets destroyed. When love becomes relationship, then the honeymoon is finished. Then one starts taking for granted the other. And when the other is taken for granted, then the other becomes a possession like a furniture. And if you want to possess someone, and no doubt, whenever in relationship a possessiveness comes, then idea of taking the other for granted also comes, and this destroys the basic element of love, that is respect. And when the basic element of respect is gone, then the other becomes a commodity. The other becomes something like your furniture. It means you can use it the way you like it, you can throw it when you like it. And now the love is no more there. The love is gone. What to do? That is why all love affairs are ultimate failures. Any relationship of love can survive only when the young man understands the art of living alone. If you can live joyfully by yourself, only then you become entitled and capable of living joyfully with somebody else. If you cannot live joyfully with yourself, if you cannot live joyfully alone, then you can never live joyfully with somebody else. Secondly, if you cannot live joyfully alone with yourself in any relationship, you will always be fearful of the fact that the other may leave you, that the other may separate from you. So out of the fear of separation, you will start clinging to the other person. And in relationship, both start clinging to each other. And then because of this attitude of clinging, they cling simply because they don't have the experience of the joys of living alone. They have the fears that they cannot live alone. They cling simply because of the fear that if they separate, they will have to live alone, which will be hell. Therefore, my suggestion is first learn the art of living joyfully alone. Only then you will become capable of living together with the other, and then you will not be afraid of being separated. And once you are not afraid of being separated because you know that you can live alone, then even if in relationship you have to separate, you will separate with grace. You will part away without any scars. And then again you may come back with each other. So my suggestion is for being able to live alone, for being able to enjoy the beauties of aloneness, without which no relationship of love is possible, you must first learn the art of meditation. It is only through meditation you can learn the art of enjoying your aloneness. And that is why I say true love is born out of meditation. True love is never born out of body relationship. It is always born out of meditation. It is always born at the level of your consciousness. It is born always at the level of your being. In the 21st century life, youth cannot experience true love without going into meditation. First meditation, then let love flow out of your meditation. So this experience of love and the love life of the youth, whatever guidance or tips can be offered, people are offering the tip to about breakups, post breakups, pre breakups. All these tips are simply nonsense. I am telling you the fundamental truth about the spiritual essence which can be brought about by living at the level of consciousness. Without this, no youth relationships can be successful, and all love affairs will be ultimate failures. Thank you, Vikram.